What's up guys, I'm Kyle and today we're taking a look at the L40GH from Limefuel. This is basically the longest lasting GoPro battery you will ever find, and it's for the GoPro Hero. Yes, the $130 Hero with that built-in battery now has an external battery backpack. So this battery backpack is very traditional to the other ones we've looked at, except instead of having a big battery cutout on the front of it, it's just got a little USB port on it, a mini USB port that plugs into that charging port on the back of the GoPro camera. So installation is really simple. You take this battery, you plug it into the side, into the back, just like that, and then you just replace the standard Hero back door with the one that comes with the Limefuel L40GH. And then before you close the latch, you push the power button once to turn it on. You get an LED which lets you know how the charge level of the battery is doing, green, red, etc. And then there's also a micro USB port on this side to charge the external battery, because this battery is not chargeable by the onboard circuits. It is basically a battery bank with onboard circuits inside it that act to charge. So this battery bank charges the battery inside the Hero, which then powers the camera. So it's a bit of there's a lot of charging and uncharging going on to use this, but that doesn't really seem to hamper the results. Once you get this thing closed up, we'll talk about performance. So this battery lasts forever. I tested it, recording at the Hero's maximum resolution of 1080p, 30 FPS, and I was able to record for, wait for it, 12 hours. I got 12 hours of recording out of this little camera with this battery bank on it. So the battery would, I leave the battery backpack on charging it. It kept this onboard battery charged, and then eventually the battery backpack stopped charging the camera, at which point the camera was able to continue running for another 2 hours and 45 minutes on its onboard battery, and all of that put together got me 12 hours of recording time. And that brings us to an interesting point. The Hero doesn't support anything larger than a 32GB SD card, which means that in order to take advantage of that 12-hour record time, you're going to have to change its SD cards at least once. On one SD card, on one 32GB SD card recording 1080p at 30, the bitrate of the Hero is lower, so you can get about 6 hours of recording time onto that SD card. For me, I got slightly under that. I did have to change the SD cards twice, but the last one I didn't get very much time on that last SD card once I changed it. So what's disappointing about this is if this camera supported 64GB SD cards, you would be able to set this thing up and record for 12 hours straight and never have to touch the camera. As it is, it's amazing for going out and shooting for the day, because you'll be able to take this with you and shoot for up to 12 hours. You're just gonna have to change SD cards during the day. The Epic L40GH from Limefuel is available on Amazon. It's down in the video description. And I want to conclude this video with a kind of a big thanks to Limefuel for building batteries for our GoPro cameras which actually last a reasonable amount of time. They're kind of changing the market on what people can expect out of battery life. And I think it'll be really interesting to see that despite the added bulk of these things, they're not small and they're not light. But I will be very interested to see how many people switch over to this kind of system, which just guarantees them that they're always going to have battery life over this small, slim, compact design of one of these cameras without an external battery. Guys, I'm really interested to hear what you think down in the comments below. Is this the right size? Is it too big? Is it too small? Would you prefer a small, compact action camera and you change batteries in it? Or do you prefer this massive battery backpack which just guarantees you can record all day, basically capture anything you want to capture for as long as you want to use it? So hit me up down below and let me know your thoughts on that. And most of all, until next time, thank you very, very much for watching.